Portland City Councilor and person of color is speaking out after she was targeted with messages of hate and the threat of violence. This after she went online and condemned a banner that was posted on Congress Street that read, "It's okay to be white." CBS 13's Brad Rogers joining us live at City Hall, where today's city leaders condemn the underlying messages here and the threats of violence against that councilor, Brad.
Yeah, Greg, Councilor Victoria Pelletier's powerful and emotional message at last night's City Council meeting have many calling for the city to take a tougher stand against racism.
And I was so disappointed and again disgusted at where we are as a city.
Portland City Councilor Victoria Pelletier posted on social media last week about a man standing on Congress Square holding a banner like this.
I stand in solidarity with the Black Portlanders who were harmed by that banner and who are still grieving the death of Tyre Nichols.
Following her post, she says she received numerous threats.
That I should be violently hurt, that I should be beaten, that I should be shot, that I should be killed. I received multiple responses that said I should be sexually assaulted and then killed.
Jamaica Ford is a close friend of Councilor Pelletier.
For someone to then personally attack not only a dear friend of mine, but a Black woman, a city councilwoman, and during Black History Month, I just think it's absolutely atrocious.
Today, Mayor Kate Snyder and the full city council denounced expressions of hate. She wrote, "No acts of hate stands alone, and our city will not tolerate acts of hate or threats targeted to any individual or community." But several neighbors called out city leaders for not doing enough to stop racist activity in the city.
This has gone past free speech. This is hate speech.
He and others want city leaders to take a stronger stand against racism. In a statement, Councilor April Fournier says, "I am committed to ensuring that we are able to do this with more than just words, that we have some sort of action." And Councilor Regina Phillips says, "We haven't developed any type of methodology that will ensure Black people live safely in this city. How long are we supposed to wait?"
Words are not just enough. These need to be taken seriously and they need to be stopped when it's happening immediately, not when a woman of color speaks out on it. It should not have been her job to do it.
Now, Councilor Phillips says people of color experience and endure hate and discrimination daily in almost every way, and she's imploring members of the City Council and city leaders to protect people of color here. We're live in Portland. Brad Rogers, CBS 13 News. Marissa?
Rod, thank you.